In this video, we'll study frequency modulation using hardware circuitry. Before starting the experiment, let us understand what is frequency modulation. Basically, frequency modulation is a system in which the amplitude of modulated carrier is kept constant while its frequency and rate of change are varied by the modulating signal. Here we have a modulating signal of low frequency. After frequency modulation of this signal with a carrier signal of high frequency, we get a waveform like this. You can observe then whenever the amplitude of modulating signal is high, the frequency of the modulated wave is increased, whereas when the amplitude of massive signal is minimum, the frequency modulated wave is minimum. So we have some terms that has to be understood clearly. Terms are modulation index and deviation ratio. Basically, a deviation ratio is the shift in the carrier frequency from its resting point compared to the amplitude of the modulating voltage. And the rate at which the carrier shifts from its resting point to a non-resting point is determined by the frequency of the modulating signal, and modulation index is given by F, deviation ratio, divided by frequency of the modulating signal, FAF. As we know that any unmodulated wave can be represented by a general expression x equal to A sin omega t plus phi, where A is the maximum amplitude, omega is angular frequency, and phi is phase angle. So in frequency modulation, the amplitude and phase of the carrier is kept constant, whereas the frequency is changed in accordance with the amplitude of modulating signal. So an frequency modulated wave frequency is given by F equal to Fc into 1 plus k Vm cos omega mt. So the maximum deviation of this particular signal will occur when the cosine term has its maximum value, that is plus and minus 1. Under these conditions, the instantaneous frequency will be F equal to Fc into 1 plus and minus k Vm. We have a frequency modulated wave represented by P equal to A sin omega ct plus Mf sin omega mt, where Mf is the modulation index for Fm, that is given by maximum frequency deviation divided by modulation frequency. So there are various methods of FM generation. Broadly, we have direct method and indirect method. In direct method, we have parameter variation method like reactance modulator utilization for FM generation and with the help of varactor diode modulator. Whereas in indirect method, we use Armstrong method. This is FM generation by reactance modulation. This is varactor diode method of FM generation, and this is indirect method or Armstrong method. All these things have been studied in theory classes. We will be talking about a practical demonstration of FM generation in this video. So now we'll make connections for the circuit diagram. So before making connections, let us identify various blocks of the kit. We have a function generator having frequency and amplitude variation knobs, a frequency selector switch, a frequency modulator block. Now we have a function generator whose output is available at this point. So we'll take output from the function generator and we'll feed this signal to the input of the frequency modulator. and the output is taken at this point, that is FM output. Now you can measure the input and output waveforms with the help of digital storage oscilloscope. Now we'll make connections like this. We'll measure the input signal at this point with the help of connections to the channel number 1 of the DSO, and channel number 2 is connected at the output side of the frequency modulator. Common ground point is provided like this, and in this way you can observe the waveforms on the DSO screen. We have a modulating signal like this, and in the lower part we have frequency modulated wave. So from this wave you can observe that the frequency of the carrier is increased when the modulating signal amplitude is high, whereas frequency of FM modulated wave is decreased when amplitude of modulating signal is minimum. So in this way we got a frequency modulated wave with the help of kit. Thank you very much.